Many students will say anything to get out of a situation. They will blame anyone and everyone except themselves. In writing, this does not work because the work that you produce is yours. So when you punctuate poorly, you don't communicate clearly. That is your fault. Let us look at punctuation and how we can improve.
Punctuation is the silent force behind every well-structured academic paper. It shapes meaning, it refines clarity, and ensures your ideas are understood the way you intended. So I will take you through the essential punctuation marks, the common mistakes. Number one, the comma. The comma helps to structure sentences, making them easier to read. It separates clauses, lists, and ideas clearly. And I know that in secondary school, English teachers spend a lot of time talking about punctuation. An example of the use of the comma. Although the study was thorough, it lacked specific examples. Now notice how the comma keeps the sentence readable. So you use a comma to separate elements in a list. So you can say the study included data from Botswana, Namibia, and Mozambique. The comma also is used to prevent what we call run-on sentences. For example, the results were promising, but further research is needed. The second punctuation mark is the period and the semicolon. These are also called sentence stoppers. As we all know, a period ends a thought, while a semicolon connects related ones. For example, the results were inconclusive. However, further studies are underway. The semicolon bridges these ideas effectively. So you can see in this example that the semicolon is followed by a conjunctive adverb, however. The third punctuation mark is the colon, which is also called the introducer. Colons introduce explanations or lists. So for example, the study presents a significant issue, the lack of reliable data sources. So the colon in its use signals that an explanation follows. Then we have quotation marks. Quotation marks are essential to ensure precision in citations. In academic writing, quotations are used to cite sources correctly. And academic writing relies on quotations to achieve this. For example, according to Banda 2025, effective communication begins with clarity. So always ensure quotes match the original source exactly. We also have parentheses and brackets. Some call these the side notes. Parentheses clarify information. For example, the results, as predicted, matched previous studies. Brackets are just quoted text. For example, according to Musonda, these findings are groundbreaking. The last and important punctuation mark for this talk is the apostrophe, which is used to show possession and contractions. Apostrophes often cause confusion among writers, and I have seen many students fail to use contractions. I have seen many students fail to use apostrophes. Here's an example. The researchers' findings were groundbreaking. Possession versus it's essential to follow guidelines. Contraction for it is. Some of the most common punctuation errors that students make include the following. Number one, the overuse of commas, which leads to cluttered sentences, unreadable sentences, meaningless sentences. Number two, misplaced apostrophes. For example, we talked about its and its. Number three, run-on sentences that are due to missing semicolons or periods. In conclusion then, punctuation is the foundation of academic clarity. When used correctly, punctuation strengthens arguments, improves readability, and enhances the professionalism of your writing.
Student writers should revise and edit their work before they submit their documents. This is important because many examiners and markers struggle to understand what a student is saying. The next time you don't know what a punctuation mark means or stands for or how to use it, research or ask.